shoulder width, shoulder height. So shoulder height. Feet are going to be separated about hip distance apart. And we're starting with a basic squat. So very simple. You're just going to squat down and press back up, down and up. Warming up your legs, warming up the glutes, squeezing your thighs, squeezing those glutes, keeping the chest lifted so we're not looking down at the floor. Give me a couple more. And then on the last one, I want you to sit low at about 90 degrees, lift up your right heel, and then put it down and lift up the left heel. So working, keep your toes down, keep your toes on the mat, lift the heel. There you go. Keep your feet straight. Yep, keep those feet aligned so they're not turned out. You're working on that flexion and extension of that ankle. One more on each foot, and then come all the way back up. All right, go to Pilates V. Heels are together, toes are turned out. Same movement, you just bend your knees, go down and up in that plie. We don't bend your knees, go down and press back up. Really pull your belly in, work your core. So think of your abdominal muscles helping you to push up. In other words, you're not gonna arch your back and stick your booty out. Good. Just a couple more. And then we're going to sit low again. Stay down there, and you're lifting up your right heel and then your left heel. Good. Working through that foot, rolling through the foot, through the ball of the foot to the toe, and do one more on each leg. Come all the way back up. All right, we're going to step on the second rung of the ladder. So go ahead and place both feet. The second one where the black part is, the black, the one where it's already got the cover on it. All right, so I want you to sit so that you're in a chair position. Your hands are face down. So your hands are about, shoulder height, their hands down, so you're in a chair position, holding yourself there. Palms are facing down, you're hovering, feet should be about hip distance apart. Now, can you pull yourself forward towards the ladder, come up and sit back? So it's like a row. You're going to pull yourself forward, row, and then lean back, working the shoulders and the back muscles. Good. Lean back and pulling yourself forward. Good. And come all the way up and flip your hands underneath so it's palms are up to the ceiling. Same movement. You're going to sit back, do a bicep curl, and pull yourself in. Use those back muscles and your biceps. Sit back. So warming up through your legs, through your shoulders, through your biceps. Just a couple more here. And on that last one, go ahead and come back and step down off of that ladder. All right, so again, palms facing down, arms straight out in front of you. You're placing your right toe on that covered second rung. Left leg extended way back behind you in a deep lunge. Now keep your right knee close to the ladder so it's not far away. All right, now you're gonna just push up, launch yourself up and step back again. Just make sure that right knee stays close to the ladder. So it's just a lunge, you're just deep lunge back and pushing through your right foot. Squeezing that right glute. Use your core. Just give me a couple more on this leg. And then step down and switch your legs out. Left foot forward in that lunge position. Right leg is back quite far then, and you're keeping that left knee towards the rung, and you lift and lower. Step up and lunge back. Continuing to warm up the glutes, getting your arms involved, back muscles involved. Just a couple more here. Good job. All right, we're going to step down and off the ladder. Let's move on to your purple springs. So we're gonna keep the loops, the long loops on the purple springs, and attach your purple springs about shoulder height, maybe a tiny bit.
Here it goes. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
Keep going.
There we go. So about shoulder height, okay? Maybe a tiny bit above your shoulders. And then you're going to turn around and grab your the loops in your, actually just take the right loop in the right hand. You don't need the left one. Okay, so right loop, right hand. You're turning around and facing each other. So think of this as a lunge first and then a push through. And if we need to, we might need to move the mat out a little bit. But it's going to look like this. You're taking your right leg and lunging it forward, and then you're gonna push out with force. Step back and bring that arm back in. So focus on the lunge first and the follow through second, using your core and the strength of that shoulder and the back to follow through. Push, good. Inhale back, exhale, press forward. Good. Once you've got that down, then we're going to add on to this. So when you lunge and press, stay in place, bend your elbow, twist to the right, and then push through, and maybe a little twist to your left as well, and come back to center and step back. So lunge, push through, bend your right elbow, rotate to the right, press back out, maybe a little rotation to the left, but come back to the center before you step back. So keep practicing that where you lunge right, push through, bending the right elbow, twist, rotate through your torso. You gotta get your obliques involved here, and then come back and step back. Good. Work through your obliques, push through, rotate. So you're bending your right elbow, twisting to your right, coming back, and let's do one more. And using that core, push through, bend that right elbow, rotate through your torso, come back to center, good, and then step back and set that triple spring down. Grab the left loop in your left hand, getting into position, lunging with the left leg, then follow through with your left arm, and then step back. So just the basic step forward, step back about 4 or 5 times, using your core to push out, using that chest and shoulder, exhale and push through. Then we're gonna add on, so the next one, when you press back out with that left arm, left leg, you're bending the left elbow, rotate, twist through the torso, exhale, push and follow through, and then keep repeating that. Inhale back, exhale, press, bending that left elbow, twist to the left, push through, good, and step back. A couple more. That looks really good. Nice control, you guys. And then press it through, and let's step back and set the spring down. We're going to use the purple springs to do feet and springs next, so we can give our upper body a little bit of a break. Move the springs down to about, well, it depends on how long your legs are, but I normally say 6 or 7. I would say even maybe waist height. Maybe waist height is where they would go. So if you're shorter, you're going to move them down a little bit further, okay? And be mindful once we lay down on the mat, if they're too heavy, you're going to probably need to move them down. I would move yours down. Because your long legs, you're going to feel this, okay? Yeah. Lock in. That's better. Is that even? Okay, and then lay down. You're going to grab the long loops and place them on the arches of your feet. Your hands should be able to reach back and grab the ladder behind you, just in case you do need to hold on. Okay. All right, so down a little bit further there. And you're laying on your back first, and then you're putting the loops on after you've laid down. You put them on before you lay down.
Well, I was laying down.
Okay, all right, so put your legs together and lift them up to the ceiling, okay? And if you need to hold on to the bar behind you, you can, otherwise arms down by your sides. Pull that core in tight, keep your feet parallel together, zip together as you lower the legs down, push through the back of your legs, and then lift your legs back up. Good, so you're pushing through the back of your legs. If this feels too heavy, we can move the springs down. Just be mindful of where you're at today in your body. Okay, so we get used to that spring tension. Then turn your toes out to a V position. Keep Keep those heels zipped together, legs zipped together as you pull the springs down. Exhale. Inhale back up. Feel the connection where the hamstring and that glute meet up. So there's that tie-in or that gluteal crease that we're pulling from, that little butt lifter exercise that we can do. All right, now pull the springs down, circle around and go up to the ceiling. Pull down with your legs together. So pull your legs together. Go down and out and around in a circle. There you go. Pull down, go out and around and back up to the ceiling. We'll do one more circle this direction. Nice control, everyone. And we'll reverse. So then when your legs go back up to the ceiling, let's open the legs and pull them down and bring them back together. Lift your legs up, circle around, pushing through the back of your legs. Notice the difference when you separate your legs, they're more unstable, out, and then back together. Let's do a couple more, you guys. Are you breathing? Inhaling and exhaling. All right, once your legs come back together, lift them up to the ceiling, turn them back to parallel, and take that right leg down towards the mat. And switch, left leg down, right leg up, switch. Keep switching like that, keep the legs close together, just like scissors cutting paper. Make sure the hips don't move as much as possible. We're holding that pelvis still. Beautiful. And then we're moving into bicycles, and this will be our last one. So we bend that right knee in, reach the left leg out, drag the heel across the mat, and reach that left leg up and out and down. So bicycle forward if you can, forward, and bring that leg down to the mat. You're trying to drag that heel in. Do one more bicycle forward and then reverse. So push the leg out, lift the leg up, try to bring that heel down towards the mat to extend your leg, lift it up. Good, and then all the while we're trying to hold pelvic stability so the hips aren't rocking back and forth. Perfect. All right, bend both of your knees into your chest and slip the loops off of your feet, set them down to the side. Go ahead and sit up on your mat and straighten your legs out in front of you. Sit up nice and tall, hinge from your hips, lean forward and stretch through your hamstrings. All right, go ahead and lift back up, and we're going to stand up and remove those purple springs. We're going to put them back on the wall, on the hooks. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to take the roll down bar, with the short yellow springs, the roll down bar. I want you to attach it to the outside rings at the very top of that pull-up bar. Go ahead and hang from the outside little those silver rings all the way up in the top. You can climb up there and attach all the way down the outside rings. And then once we've got it attached to the rings up here on the outside, right all the way up here, climb the ladder. There you go. And so once you have that attached, grab the bar and palms are facing down. The bar should remain underneath the bar that it's attached to. So just pull through that spring, press down. Okay? And then hold the bar, now lift the bar up so it's straight in front of your shoulders. And let's hold it still and do a basic squat. So bend your knees, come down and lift up. Try not to really move the bar, but put pressure into the bar so you get used to having a little tension in the springs. Make sure your feet are pointing forward and you're in that basic squat position. Okay, get a little bit used to this now. We're bending the knees slightly and leaning slightly forward, hinging forward. You're gonna do a tricep press next. So pull your elbows back towards your rib cage, press the bar down slightly, and then bend your elbows and bring it up. So if it can press down to your hips, that's fine, but keep those elbows tucked in as you push through. Yep, keep those elbows tucked in. Keep your elbows next to your side the whole time. right there. So you're working those triceps. Now we're gonna press the bar all the way